Imagine a man so short the entire country turned his life into a joke. The idea was very simple. Whatever annoying, short people joke you have, throw it at him. Even when he had the first and only pistol duel of his life, his opponent came to the battle with a water gun, thinking the challenge was another national joke. While he came along with a horse just so he could be able to look his opponent in the eye while he killed him. Picture this. You are a wealthy 17th century nobleman. You get into an argument with a guy because you have made a joke about how short he is, and he challenges you to a duel to the death. Because you think he's a joke, you show up to the duel armed with a water gun, a literal squirt gun. You pump it up, squirt him in the face, and laugh. Then, the other guy, who is currently standing on a horse just to look you in the eye, pulls out a very real, very loaded flintlock pistol. Bang! He shoots you straight through the forehead. You are dead, killed by an 18-inch tall man because you brought a water pistol to a real gunfight. Meet Sir Jeffrey Hudson. He was King Charles III's court dwarf, but he possessed the chaotic energy of a honey badger trapped in a teacup. Born in 1619, Jeffrey stopped growing at just 18 inches tall. If you pull out your measuring tape now, that's about 46 centimeters. But while the English court thought he was a cute little pet, Jeffrey spent his entire life proving that if you mocked his size, he would absolutely ruin your day or possibly your life. Jeffrey didn't just walk into royal life. He was served as a side dish. At age 7, he was gifted to the Queen of England. How? By being baked into a literal cold crust pie. Yes, in a pie, the food we eat. During a massive royal banquet, a massive pie was brought to the table. The crust broke open, and out hopped Jeffrey, dressed in a custom-made suit of miniature knight's armor. The court went wild. The queen loved him. The king was amused. But Jeffrey quickly realized that being a court favorite meant being treated like a living toy. A 7-foot-tall royal porter used to literally stuff Jeffrey into his giant coat pockets just to pull him out as a party trick. Jeffrey hated this. He didn't want to be a joke. He wanted to be feared. Before he'd started blasting noblemen, the court forced Jeffrey into humiliating theatrical plays. His most famous routine? A choreographed, lethal duel against a live turkey cock. Imagine a tiny, lavishly dressed teenager furiously fencing a confused, aggressive farm bird while the entire royal court roars with laughter. It was peak comedy in the 1600s, but every time that turkey pecked him, a dark villain arc was forming in Jeffrey's mind. He started developing a notoriously short fuse. He was done being pushed around. Jeffrey's temper eventually reached a boiling point. He was fiercely loyal to Queen Henrietta Maria, but he absolutely detested the fact that the court ladies treated him exactly like the queen's pampered lapdogs. One day, Jeffrey had a catastrophic bad day. We don't know what sparked it. Maybe someone made one too many short jokes, or maybe the dog looked at him funny. But Jeffrey reached his absolute limit. He marched over to the queen's absolute favorite, most prized lapdog, scooped it up in his tiny arms, walked over to a palace window, and yeeted the dog straight out into the courtyard. Which brings us back to the water gun incident. After he shot the nobleman William Crofts in the head, the king could no longer protect him. Dueling was illegal, and killing a noble was a one-way ticket to exile. Jeffrey was banished from France. But his chaotic life didn't end there. Shortly after, his ship was captured by Barbary pirates. He spent 25 years as a slave in North Africa, and here's the kicker. Jeffrey claimed that the sheer, intense stress of his captivity caused a late-life growth spurt. He entered slavery at 18 inches tall and walked out at 45 inches tall. He literally grew 2 feet just out of pure spite. Sir Jeffrey Hudson, the pie-jumping, turkey-fighting, dog-hurling, water-gun-punishing legend. When the next time someone underestimates you, just remember Jeffrey, and maybe leave the water gun at home.